everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. I also help you expand your palate horizons, try new things, search out wines that maybe you would not normally search out. We're going back to Italy. I know we did an Italian episode recently. What did we do? Oh yeah, had to remember for just a second. Montepulciano di Abruzzo. Now we're going to the boot of Italy, Puglia. Italy comes down, looks like a boot. This is the heel of the boot. And we're going to the Salento Peninsula, where they do a lot of Negroamaro. Negroamaro is how we would say it. And how many of you have tried a Negroamaro? I don't know. I don't sell a lot of them. I only have a couple at the store. So I've always liked Negroamaro. It's a hard sell because people just don't know what it is. And it's really hard to find 100% Negroamaro. A lot of times it's blended with other things. Torino, Salice Salentino. You may have heard of Salice Salentino. That's usually a Negroamaro blended with other grapes. Today we're going with, I believe, are both 100% Negroamaro, both under 14 bucks. In fact, I think the prices that I can get these at are redonkulous. So we're going to give them a whirl. Negroamaro is the grape. It means, they think, there's two schools on this. Negro means black, Amaro means bitter. It could be the black bitter, although these wines are not known to be bitter because they get a lot of sun, being close to the Mediterranean. So the other school of thought is that it means darker black, which is probably more accurate. So the first one we're going to do is a Marchesi del Salento Negroamaro 2016, and it rolls in at $11, but I believe I can get it for $7. So I'm excited to try this wine, see what we're in for here. I'm having a little bit of a flashback here. I went to a tasting up in Bellingham, and at that tasting, I believe I tasted this one. I really liked it. And then the dude that was pouring said, I've got one that's even better, and it's less money. I think this is the one he was talking about. We're going to give it a whirl here. Let's see what we get on the nose. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to kind of fine-tune these episodes. I've noticed in the past, at least I've been doing this now, this 330-something episodes, and I wish I would look that up before I start, but that's never really been the way I roll. Sometimes I ramble a little bit, and they tend to go, a little closer to 20 minutes plus. So I'm trying to fine-tune them, make them a little tighter, spend less time smelling and tasting, get right to the point. I hope you appreciate it. I hope they're coming out as short as I think they are. Let's see what we get on the nose. I get a little cola action, a little root beer, a little blueberry. There's a smell there that just is hitting me. Definitely get blueberry. A little bit of raspberry coming through. Hits a strawberry, a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of bark. Let's see what we get on the palate. This is what we'd call a tannin in the delicious category. Very nice, soft tannins. I get a lot of blueberry, a little blackberry, boysenberry action on the palate, a little raspberry coming through on the mid-palate into the finish. It has a nice lift in the mouth. There's a little bit of acidity there, so it kind of lifts it up a little bit, heightens the fruit flavors. Has a little, like, if you can picture this, the orange creamsicle, this is like a blackberry raspberry creamsicle effect on the palate, which I really like. The finish isn't super long, but it's still hanging on a little bit. I get a little licorice on the back end. I'm liking this one. I know exactly what this dude is talking about. I mean, I believe I can get it for $7 retail, which is crazy. just a hit of minerality. I definitely get that licorice on the backside. A little thin on the finish, but not terrible. I mean, it doesn't disappear on you. It's still hanging on just a little bit. I like this wine. I find it to be somewhat complex, not too simple. A lot of stuff going on. I am going to go straight up B on this wine. I think it's a very good wine. God, if it's $7, which I believe it is, I have that written down on the back. I believe that's what I can get it for. That is just a stupid price for that wine. Good stuff. I think a lot of you, that's a real crowd pleaser, just saying. Let's move on. Yeah, I did a close-up. Just in case I didn't do a close-up. Sometimes I get too excited. There it is, right there. See that? Kind of a classic label, I believe. You know, that kind of dark gold lettering. Now the big brother to this, 100% Negroamaro, Il Gladiator. I have written $9 on the back. I went to the online searcher and it said average price $13, but I believe I can get this for $9. It is the Marchesi del Salento Il Gladiator 2015 Negroamaro, and I believe $9. Now, to be honest, I tasted this at a tasting. A lot of people hanging around doing all that. I know I liked it. I'm going to now review it for you. So a little earthier on the nose. I get a little bit of menthol coming through. A little bark. A hint of root beer, which I find very interesting. Black raspberry, currant, boysenberry thing going on in the nose. Hints of chocolate as well as a little bit of licorice. Very interesting on the nose. Let's see what we got on the palate. Nice solid acidity, but blended well with the fruit. You get boysenberry, currants, cola, root beer action coming through. Solid and earthy. I definitely get an earth note to it, maybe a little bit of mushroom. This has a lift in it as well. That acid kind of, gives it a peak in the mouth that I really like. This has a much longer finish than its little brother. A little more depth. That earthiness comes through on the backside. Great bottle of wine. Great. I mean, I would have this with stews, with burgers, with pizza, it doesn't have heavy tannins. There's good structure, but the tannins are lighter. So I would definitely have no problem going with a nice barbecue chicken with this wine. Yeah, it has a lot of good things. Maybe a little nice cheese with a little more flavor to it would be good. But I could sit here and watch a movie. I could watch a football game and just drink this bottle of wine. I think it's very delicious. It is also a 10 in the delicious category. And I'm still getting like a little bit of red raspberry on the back end that kind of lingers and hangs on. I'm liking it a lot. B on the first one. I have to go B plus, A minus on this one. Great bottle of wine. I mean, stupid price. I mean, I'm excited about the price. If that's true, I'm pretty sure. It has to be. I wrote it down. I'm just saying, $9. Are you kidding me? These definitely are candidates for my top 40 under $20. They have to be. If you haven't tried a Negroamaro yet, seek them out. Go to your local wine shop. Ask them about Negroamaro. Tell them it's from the heel of the boot, Salento. I'm sure they know where they are. Have them find one for you, because I think you should try them. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day to watch me. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.